Hey everybody, it's Brad again. Today I want to talk about the Wyeast Smack Packs. It is actually our most popular yeast brand, so we thought this would be a good time to go over sort of a tutorial and address some questions and concerns customers often have about the Wyeast Activators. The Activator is a pretty unique package in that it actually contains the yeast slurry within the foil envelope as well as an internal yeast nutrient package. And if you're wondering what that actually looks like, I'm going to open one of these for you right now so we can take a peek. It's this internal nutrient pack that makes an activator an activator. Before you begin brewing, the brewer is instructed to first isolate this into the corner of the yeast pack and give it a good smack. What that does is it actually releases those nutrients into the yeast slurry, and that causes the yeast metabolism to begin, and then the yeast start to produce CO2. What good is that, you ask? Well, once that yeast starts to produce CO2, that pack's going to inflate and look something more like this. And when you see that pack inflate, you can be pretty much 100% sure that that yeast is active, viable, and healthy. Although the activator packs have this handy system in place for activating the yeast and also being able to visually check its viability, just like anything in homebrewing, it does have its quirks. The number one question or concern we do receive about these packs is that sometimes they do arrive to the brewer partially inflated. Most people would assume that the internal nutrient pack has been ruptured, but this is really generally not the case. These things do expand on their own oftentimes, and that's really not indicative of any mishandling or yeast viability issues. This inflation issue really only affects just a certain handful of yeast strains, most notably American Ale 1056 and also the Belgian Strong Ale 1388. Now this expansion is really due to the fact that sometimes when these are packaged, there's a slight bit of fermentables that goes in with the yeast slurry and also dissolved CO2 that is left over in solution. And over time, with any temperature fluctuations or agitation, this CO2 tends to come out of solution and artificially inflate the pack. As a demonstration, I'm actually going to pitch this expanded pack of American Ale 1056 into this little bit of wort I've actually made using some fast pitch. So, you might ask, how do you actually activate this? Well, as you can see, I really can't find that nutrient pack in there. I can still feel that it's in there, but I can't pop it. So, got a nice trick for that. Get yourself a nice sanitized pin and poke a small hole in one of the corners. Then simply just squeeze the air out. Might take a little while, it's a small hole. Alright, once we have enough air out, I can actually isolate that nutrient pack in here and pop it. Now, simply pitch this into the fast pitch wort. Put the stopper on it, set it on our stir plate, and we'll see what happens. Well, several hours later, workday's done, I'm having myself a beer, and take a peek. We got some really nice active fermentation going. Got a good head of krausen, we got bubbles coming out of here like crazy. So, just remember, although it can be a little concerning to receive an inflated pack, it's generally not a big deal, and the yeast is rarely ever dead. So, use the pin trick, squeeze the air out, pop that nutrient pack, and pitch that baby right into your wort. So, I hope you enjoyed the Wyeast tutorial. So, thanks for watching everybody. Cheers.